Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Love coming out of you makes you happy. The whole world can love you, but that is not the love that will make you happy. What will make you happy is to share all the love you have inside of you. That is the love that will make the difference. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow up 10, NASDAQ up 33, S&P's up 7.5. Gold contract up $10.40, trading at $1,308 an ounce. Silver up 10 cents at $20.01 an ounce. Platinum up $12 at $1,440 an ounce. Copper up $0.015 at $3.05 a pound. Light sweet crude up $2. Check that out at $102.49 a barrel. Bonds, you get the 10-year up 6 ticks at 124.01. 30-year up 6 ticks at 133.20. And King Dollar down 510 ticks, folks, at 79.84. That got smoked. Light volume got smoked, though. Gold should have gone a lot higher with that King Dollar down 510 ticks. Euro up 54 ticks at 137.95. The yen off $1, $0.015 at 101.77. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, what do you have? We are at 1851, coming down off that high. We did volume of 744 million. Bottom line is that you got into the swing points with volume, rejected the price. You know, we'll see what kind of a bounce we can get going here. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow. What you have with the Dow? Same setup in the Dow. But Dow got to a low of 16,180. We're at 16,256. NASDAQ Composite. What do we have with the Composite? Composite, after a monster leg down, you know, the composite highs, number one, are out there at 43.71. We're at 41.12. We did 2.1 billion versus 2.5. That NASDAQ is a monster ABC structure on the way down. You get the February 5th level that is out there at the 3,900. You get that October level that is out there at 36.50. Gold contract. We take a look at gold now. At gold, folks, you had gold go up 1080. You got to a price point of 1314. We're at 1309. You did 111,000 contracts. That's not even close. Gold should be doing about 170,000 contracts here. And that with the aspect that we had the dollar down over 500 ticks. Okay, bottom line, gold just can't get going. 10-year bond, different ball game. 1.1 million contracts. We're at 124.06. That baby wants to go after that swing point of 125.06. I expect you're going to see about 128 in that baby. Big move up on these bonds. 30-year bond, that is King Kong. We did 258,000 contracts. She's at the top of the range. It's going to be pretty wild watching this whole shakeout. Your first swing point was that 133.15. We've taken that out 3 separate times. Each time it hasn't held. What we did today is just stopped right at it, right above it, actually. I suspect this looks to me like it's a monster ABC up. And you're talking about a 141 when you're talking that 30-year. Now, King Dollar. We go over to King Dollar. What do you have with King Dollar? King Dollar comes down 520 ticks, 25,000 contracts. It's just not enough juice, folks. You're going into 40,000 contracts. Well, actually, we're going into 25,000 contracts. We made a high with 40,000 contracts. She'll probably get back down into this 79.49 area. But bottom line, she's going to need a lot more juice to get under those levels, particularly when you see that gold could only move $10.70. Now, folks, as you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see right in the top of the carousel, our man, Mr. Bud Rolfs. He's going to be doing a webinar this coming Saturday. It's going to be Saturday morning. We haven't done a webinar in a long time on a Saturday morning. It's going to be from 9 to 10:30. And I know many of you know Bud. Bud is the channel king, is the primary trading range king. His workshops are absolutely phenomenal. If you go over to the front page of TFNN, you're going to see Protect and Profit, a strategy for the impending market correction. You're going to get an executive summary and the webinar all of that, folks. Saturday morning, it's only $99. And, how we've come down the last few days. If you want to basically have something that is common sense, as Bud walks you through it, gives you the executive summary, check it out. Right now, we're going to talk to our man, Mr. Bud Rolfs. Bud Rolfs, what's going on?
Tommy O'Brien, it's good to be back with the TFNN Tigers.
You never left. You know how this goes, Bud. It's Hotel California. It's a beautiful thing, man. Once we got you back, that was it, man.
That's right. Once a tiger, always a tiger.
Hey, listen. You got your helmet?
I got my helmet. I've got my fatigues on here, and I am ready for battle.
So,
and,
Bud, you've taught us so much about channel lines and primary trading lines. I mean, it is a mind blower how these things work. So there's plenty of new listeners out there. Can you just give us a little rundown of, how these channel lines work and how these primary trading ranges work?
Exactly.
And then we'll talk about the market. But I think it's really crucial for folks to understand that they take, here, tell us about them.
Well, folks, just in a nutshell, price is not this chaotic, unguided missile that you may think it is. A lot of people will look at the movement of stock prices and say there's no rhyme or reason to it. It goes all over the place. It's crazy. Well, stock prices do not move in straight lines, but they move between straight lines, and those straight lines are always either going diagonally.
Yes.
And those are channels, and those are either going up or down in uptrend channels or downtrend channels. And if they're not going up or down in uptrend or downtrend channels, they're going sideways between what we call primary trading range boundaries. And every stock has these identifiable primary trading ranges, and these are very strong. They're the strongest levels of support or resistance, depending on which way price is moving. And I can identify those with my system, and those are just as strong as these channel lines. And I always call it, Tom, it's like those old 1950s and 60s movies, King Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Channels and the primary trading ranges are like King Kong and Godzilla. They're always fighting for control of price.
Okay.
And it's always a war between the diagonals and the horizontals. Okay?
Yes.
And you've got to be able to overlay both of them to see who's in control when of the price. And if you can see and overlay both the channels and the horizontals, you get the full roadmap, and you can see exactly what the price is doing and why it's doing it.
You know what's so cool, too, folks, okay, is that they take a long time to line up. But it's so cool, as you say in your executive summary, and I mean, I know them because I know you so well, and you're so good at this, that you know where they're actually lined up ahead of time. And so that's when you see where the battle sets up. And, of course, the bottom line is that whether you have a diagonal or a horizontal channel, when you're coming to the tops or bottom of those, it's really crucial to understand what we're doing, right?
That's right. They are like in your ABCs that you talk about to folks.
Yes.
These channels and these PTRs, they not only help you understand, but they're predictive. Okay, you can look ahead just like a roadmap that you get from AAA. They help you map out the future, and you can see not only where you are, but where you're going to go.
Now, let me ask you this. We've been working together a long time. And, what happens, folks, is this, okay? Inside, whether it's fundamental analysis or technical analysis, you always learn more as you go along. When did you come up with the concept, which I absolutely agree with, that when you get oversold, what happens, folks, is this, and you'll see this in Bud's work, okay? It's really cool. Let's say you got oversold, then you're going to get overbought. If you get overbought, you're going to get oversold. And I'm talking on a much longer term basis. When did you come up with that?
Well, I started to look at the path. Again, I started looking at prices, and I realized the prices travel in these channels.
Right.
And then I started to raise it up and look at markets, and I realized then that markets do the same thing that individual stocks do, sectors do, and markets do themselves. And that markets travel in these channels and have also primary trading ranges as well.
Hey, you stay right there. Our man, Mr. Bud Rolfs, Tom O'Brien, we're going to be coming right back, folks. You can come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see Bud right in the very front. We're going to be right back.